All right, welcome back to another episode of Lost in Random. Last time we had our boss battle against Royam, and that took 3.
Dicey, over here!
Oh yeah, and I was gonna get rid of that. That's not what I meant to do in the first place. Okay. What? I accidentally just... I think, so Natalia's bell is useful in some cases, but I think I might want to replace it with another, what? Maybe Uma's Embrace. Yeah, I think so.
It is good to be whole once again.
Why would you want to keep parts of that awful man?
Because he's a part of me. If you cut off a limb, you'd want it back too, wouldn't you? Furthermore, I think I've learned mediocre poetry. Thank you for your help, even.
I think I understand.
Without him, I'm not the same. But with him, I'm accomplished. He says hello, by the way, even. He says he hopes to see you again, very soon.
I have questions. I'm not sure I want to ask that one. What's gonna happen to Two Town now?
We move forward as a united city. There's more than one path ahead of us. But the people of this great town have always been good at dealing with multiplicity.
I have questions. Are people still going to be split in two like you and Royam were?
As time goes forward, we'll all merge back together. We'll still have split personalities, but that's an advantage. Everyone has a better half. Every half can do something the other can't. Every half helps the other half out. It's the two-town way.
Except for that one dude that we destroyed his one half. Feel good about that. I have questions. Tell me more about Royam.
He's a part of me, and I can't just throw that away. Even, may I give you some advice?
Okay.
Don't ignore your dark side. It's a part of you that festers if you don't address it. And in the right hands, it can have some productive uses.
I have questions. Are you going to stand up to the Queen now?
I'll represent the people of my town. I'm shutting down the moon building project. It's the least I can do. From there on, we shall see.
Okay. Alright then. It's been a very strange time being here.
It's been a very strange time for us here too, even. But in saving us, you become an inextricable part of that. Wherever you go, a small part of Two Town now goes with you. And strange is good.
Goodbye, Mr. Mayor.
Goodbye, even. You will always have my thanks.
And so, even went to give...
Double or nothing randomly alters the cost of cards in your hand to either free or double the cost.
Seymour
Wow.
his eyes back. I'm positive he was dying to make eye contact with his pupils once again. And wait a minute. Oh dear. These are terrible. I'll edit them out later.
Except you didn't.
Thank you again. You'll come back to visit me, won't you? It's so quiet here all by myself. So lonely. You even start to miss logic.
Depressing. Okay, I'm just gonna make a... What is this? That's the upside down town area. Why is it shut now?
And lo, did the number 2 come to random. And lo, it...
Oi, looking to get an invincibility potion, are you? Well, you've come to the wrong place. I've got cards, though.
Okay, why do I still... Why do you still have a quest symbol over you? Yeah, this game is not without its bugs, I think.
That is such a creative dice costume. No way, Ronaldo. Are you seeing this?
What's a dice?
Okay. How do you get up there? Let's see. Oh.
Oh, cool dice costume, kid. Careful you don't get arrested in it.
Uh-huh. I really don't care. I feel like there's a big part of this town up there that I just have not visited. How do I visit it is what I want to know. So...
That's a spiffy dice costume, Pete. My grandmother told me about him.
Wait. What? I know what you did to your twin, little Joe.
Alright, but I didn't do anything to my twin.
You tricked her into taking your place in the upside down town.
How did you? It was a moment of weakness. I didn't think it through. It's awful in the upside down town, and I just knew I'd hate it there. And Big Red is so easy to trick because she's me. We're the same person, born into 2 different bodies. I'm so ashamed. She's got the best parts of the 2 of us. She's so important to me, and I sold her out. Please, can you help her? I know I've already asked so much, but
But you want to make things right?
that's it. That's it exactly.
Well, little Joe, I've got great news for you. I rescued your counterpart.
You did? Now she's going to kill me! And I'm grateful that you gave her back the freedom to do so. You've let me take back the greatest mistake of my life. And I know my relationship with Big Red will never be the same. But at least now I have a chance to fix it. I wouldn't have that without you. Thank you, even. And here, for luck better than mine.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. I see you. Would you? Okay, so that was that area, I guess.
Shrunk, get your straight out of the tube. That's dinner for two.
I'm gonna keep looking around town to see if there's anything else.
I already traded with you. Thanks again, by the way. Enjoy the Gubblegregor.
I still don't know what it actually does.
And I still think that's hilarious.
Okay. I'm so confused. I know I got that one. I know I got that one. This lady just said, "Hey, you, come here, Tick." Who are you?
Question's not who I am, love. It's who you're with. That six-sided fellow by your side. Tell me about him.
He's a robot, a wonderful mechanical man.
I don't think he is. I think you got one of them dice by your side. See, most people wouldn't recognize them no more. They've been extinct for so long. Banned by the Queen, and she's got a terrifying black one. The only one left in all the land. Or so she thinks.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sure you don't. Having a dice is treason, after all. Be careful out there, love. There might not be many of us left who know what you're up to, but you can't fool everyone all of the time. See you around, kid. So, it does speak, and with the ancient dice tongue. How intriguing.
Since you're so well read in dice, you probably know what kind of hell they can unleash.
Oh, feisty little one, ain't ya? No need to fret the curious. Do say aye to the Queen once she does find you.
Okay.
I don't know, Dicey, but I didn't like her one bit. Look there, on the other side. Yeah, but how do we get over there?
Oh, for a second I thought I wasn't recording. I was like, crap, I just missed a bunch of dialogue. I missed me finding it. Well, this is pretty obvious how to proceed. Oh. I just assumed that would do it. Oh. Bridger. Yeah, I thought I had not been recording that, and that would have really sucked.
But no game lasts forever, and there came a day when some of Random's grandest champions found themselves hungering greedily for challenges more deadly than had ever been encountered before, and with rewards commensurate with their risk. And their demands were soon met by new and darker games, whose stakes were as dangerous as could be imagined.
Okay. Oh, hey. Huh. I'm so confused why there's new money here. Money in pots that I already destroyed. I don't know if that's a bug or what. Oh wait, we already went up here.
Oh, hey! I've got cars to trade.
Yeah. I saw you on the corner of my screen, and I almost missed you.
It seemed to even that there were two sides to every story, especially here in Two Town, where even the residents seemed to be of two minds.
Yeah. I don't think the narrator's supposed to be saying that. What the heck?
Good morning, world! It's a beautiful day, my favorite kind.
Yeah, that's buggy again. Why are we getting that cutscene when we already got it? I don't know. I don't know, but it's very weird. I just hope that these bugs don't lead to the game completely breaking on me.
Oi, oi, Matty Dex here, card enthusiast.
Yes. Okay. Three bombs, huh? Guess I'll try and get this one. Curse that weakens adversaries within its range. The curse is lifted after 20 seconds. Ah. Sure, I'll get that too.
Store at your service.
Alright, well, let's just get going, I think. Oh, hey. I mean, I'm not gonna complain too much about the glitch that gives me extra money. It just... It worries me about the stability of this game. Oh, hey. Yeah, see, there's more money up there again. I mean, maybe it's not a glitch. Maybe money just randomly respawns every now and again. Maybe. Also, why is the moon back? Why is the moon back? We destroyed the thing. and he said, "Oh, we're not gonna do that anymore."
Words for sale here. Choice words. Pluviophile. It means.
And you can't talk. Okay, yeah. I think some of these. I think the save file got corrupted or something. But,
Hey! What happened? I heard a ruckus!
Long story. But I've got your eyes, Seymour.
Oh, my peepers and weepers! Oh, I've missed you so much! Much better. And as for those pips, if you don't mind, it just takes a little precision, the utmost finesse, and... Done! Good as new, little buddy!
Thanks for repairing my friend, Seymour.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you for helping me properly see again.
Could you add even more pips to Dicey?
I mean, I suppose I could. There is room for more. All over Random there are mythical creatures hiding from the clutches of the Queen. Difficult to find, but they may have some. Keep your eyes peeled, and senses even sharper even. Oh, and remember, all this dice business? Shh, it's our secret. So, what are you gonna do now?
I'm off to Freedom to look for traces of my sister Odd.
I know you'll find her even. You found my eyes, and they're probably way smaller than your sister, right?
Well, there were two of them, and there's just one of her.
Oh, you'll do fine. In fact, I'll go so far to say that there's not a way in Sixtopia or Onecroft that you'll fail. Unless, you know, the Queen gets in your way. Nothing a bit of good old-fashioned runaway won't solve. Well, I wish you well on your next adventure. And if I could give you some semi-solicited advice?
Sure.
Every roll of the dice matters, but not every roll counts.
That's weird and cryptic.
Isn't it, though? And so fun. Bye, even. I'll miss you, but I'm sure we'll see each other again in far-off places.
Dicey upgraded Seymour upgraded Dicey to roll a 3. Now Even should be able to open the gates to freedom. Nice. Looks like the moon's gone now. Just curious. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going.
The girl was a long way from home, about to enter the land of 3. Who knew what adventures awaited her there? The answer is me. I do. I'm the narrator. But for Even and Dicey, the adventure was just beginning. And Even's sister was still out there, somewhere, lost in random.
Another dream, huh? I can't move. Okay. Oh, we're still in the dream.
Home, I guess.
Don't touch that!
You mustn't ever touch that odd. Ever! Never touch it again!
But what's this model of Sixtopia for? Why do you have it?
I have it because I desire it, Odd. You're 12. There are things you don't understand yet. Anyway, forget it. Because I have something for you, Odd. Something special.
Oh, what is it? Can I have it?
No, you can't have anything. But you can earn it. Go on, try it. I had it made just for you.
Okay.
Above Even was one of the Queen's royal spiders, the kind that had taken away Odd on that terrifying night. They were the collectors of children who were to become Sixers.
Come on, Dicey! We can't let it get away!
You're right. But let's get this money.
Hurry! She's in our sights! Not today, spider monster! Wait! Wait!
Okay, what is the deal with this ghost?
Did you see those robots? What do you mean you've seen bigger?
Good question, because they're pretty gigantic. Okay. Thank you. Spider gondola. Okay, there was another way I can go. Just keep going this way. Maybe. Wait, is this the way I came from? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is the way I thought I saw another pot, but there was not a pot. Okay, come on. Well, there's the ghost. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh. Okay, that looked like it had an interaction icon on it. And that looked like someplace I could go, but it's not.
I always knew I was a sixer at heart. I knew! I'll do all sorts of important work for the Queen while Bernard mops the floor.
Hey! Where is Bernie?
Bernard is gone!
A 6-hour child is missing! I repeat,
Look! It's Bernie! From back home! Of course we should help him! He'll be eaten alive out here!
So all of them
The
became
spider
Sixers.
seemed impossible to get into at the moment. Oh, but perhaps Bernie would know how to get to her sister. Even knew...
Come on! We've got to find him!
Oh, yes. Time was of the essence. I was done anyway.
Oh, I thought I'd cut him off, but that was a scripted interruption. Let's not stop looking for those. There sure are a lot of them. Freedom Town Square.
Freedom was a district tearing itself apart in a three-way civil war. A murdered father, three siblings, each suspecting the other of the deed. And a giant battle droid, given to each by the Queen to settle the matter.
Okay.
Oi, Matty Dex here, card enthusiast and living store at your service. Oh, hello. You've made it to Three Town, have you? Be careful here. Those triplets don't mess around. But then again, that just gives you 3 good reasons to buy some cards, eh?
Didn't I see you in Two Town?
You did. I saw you there too. But now we're both here, and that means one thing. Let's trade cards!
But how did you manage to get out of Two Town?
Let me answer that question with a question. Who could possibly dwell on the past when we've got cards in the present? So, let's trade, shall we?
Okay. Sure. Yay, another golden pin. Defense. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. And sure. More cards to... I'll figure out how I want to sort them later.
Protect the king. He's in danger. We have to.
Let's... Okay, you can't actually interact with that.
Find them. Let
Fascinating. Fascinating.
Let none of them.
Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the Upper Class Gazette. Do you have a moment?
Sure, I do.
Splendid, splendid. I have only one question. Who do you think started this war, turning our lord, their father's castle, into a battlefield? Surely you know the story of the 3 siblings.
Let's pretend I don't.
Oh, what fun. Yes, let's. So, since you're hearing this for the first time, let me tell you about the 3 siblings involved. There's the paranoid Count up in High Bet Haven to the west. The soft and coddled Duke living in Fogwash Garden to the north. And the duty-bound and tough-as-heck Baroness living out east on Wildcard Hill. Who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and started this bloody civil war?
All of them?
That's the sort of opinion that'll make nobody like you. My word, what an opinion indeed.
I don't know.
Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the Upper Class Gazette. Splendid, splendid. I have only one question. Who do you... And who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and
None of
started
them.
this... None of them? None of them? Oh, I've never heard such an opinion before. It's bold. It's direct. It's quite possibly insane. I'll write it down right here in my survey.
Okay.
Greetings. I'm doing a survey. Splendid, splendid. And who do you think did it? Who do you think
The
killed their
paranoid
father?
count.
Bold. Very bold. That's all I need. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Me crazy. I've got half a mind to
Let's see. Excuse me, have you seen any kids?
Why'd you ask, stranger? What's your motivation in all of this?
He's a friend in trouble and I'm worried.
Oh, how heartbreaking for you. How tragic, you poor child.
So, have you actually seen any kids running around?
Oh, heavens no. That sort of thing wouldn't interest me at all. Good grief, spying on people. I make a point of not remembering anyone I see in public. Privacy is very important to me, you understand. What with that paranoid count demanding full reports of everything everyone does every day and all.
Okay. So, you won't remember me if, say, Nanny Fortuna asks?
I promise it, stranger.
Okay.
I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are.
let none who attack
This bell belonged to my family, don't you know? It still does, I suppose.
It looks like it's seen better days.
It has. I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are.
That must be nice for you.
I suppose it is. I don't know any other way to live, you understand. It belonged to the triplets, and before then it belonged to the Lord our King of Freedom, before his murder.
If you're royal, why aren't you fighting in the war?
Royal families are like servants. They tend to expand to the size of their manor.
Yes, I too know the act about servants, on account of how many I employ in my manor.
Just so. But I'm a distant relative, far enough to stand outside the daily battles and to not choose a side. You know, I have another distant relative, a cousin of mine, that I haven't heard from in some time. Not since this cursed Civil War started. Last I heard, she was in the Duke's garden, playing nobility, eating cakes, I suppose. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her, that's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life. And it would do my heart good to know that she knows I do miss her. But it's too dangerous for me to go stumbling around a battlefield. Please excuse me.
Okay. Find Greta. Okay.
Kees, volledig Kees, voel af voor hij gets beltijden. Bla, dofkaba, voor, doei, duivel, tijden, voor.
Just look the other way.
As the boiler. When you
Yes, a war zone was no place for most children, but even suspected she could carve out a place for her there, with her dice by her side.
Okay. So he leaves if those droids move.
Protect the king! Protect the king! He's in danger! We have to...
The king is not in danger. The king is dead.
The attack has begun! The king must be saved!
Which king? I thought he was killed.
What? Identify yourself, stranger!
I'm Even. Who are you?
I am Nishka, and I used to protect somebody important, I think. A ruler, maybe? Before the war.
The king you mentioned, is that who you used to protect?
Oh, Even, you sweet child. You can't keep clinging to the past. The king's dead and gone now for years, don't you remember?
Right. Well, Nishka, I need to go.
What? How did you know my name?
You told it to me a few seconds ago.
What? I've never seen you before in my life. The king! Protect the king from danger!
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back home. But I can't get back home without knowing the way. Or can I? Oh, hey, mister. Do you know the way to one... oh, wow. You want a hug? Okay.
Wow, it's pretty cold in here and dark too.
Ooh. Excuse me, have you seen any kids?
Alive? I thought I saw one running around here recently. A young lad, boxy clothing.
That's Bernie. Did you see where he went?
Can't say I did, unfortunately. But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadow Man does.
Who is this Shadow Man?
Everyone knows about the Shadow Man, child. Especially children out all alone.
Okay. Well, I suspect he was already taken. Given that cutscene. Either that or they're just punking me and he's actually been protected. Excuse me, have you seen a kid around?
Kids never run around here unsupervised. That's what the Shadow Man ensures.
Have you seen a boy, yay high, in Sixer uniform?
All I know is that if a kid's missing, the Shadow Man's probably got him.
Everyone seems to fear him.
As well they should. You should be afraid, child.
Good to know. Oh, hey. I was like, what?
But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadow Man does.
Oh, I'm going back in. I'm going in circles.
Find Margaret and Took lurking around here somewhere. She can tell you more.
Excuse me, have you seen any kids?
Leave me alone. I'm busy.
Please, it's important. My friend's in trouble.
Everything's important to someone. If there's a kid running around unattended, the Shadow Man probably has him by now.
The Shadow Man?
Oh, you really are in over your head.
I know you... Excuse me. I know you know how to find the Shadow Man. Tell me.
Oh, you are clever, but I don't know him. Nobody does. If you stay a spell, all Margaret and Took can tell you about him.
Please do.
The Shadow Man. He was born in the time of the first nightmare, and he lives on to this day, but not like you or I. He lives in the walls of Mulgrow Alley, and he can always see you, but you can only see him when it's dark. Snuff out the lights in Mulgrow Alley, and you'll find him there, waiting. But be warned, child. It may be the last thing you see.
So, he's a ghost?
If he were merely a ghost, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Goodbye. I do not think we will see each other again.
Okay. Where did we come here from?
You want to know about the Shadow Man? You want to know about the Shadow Man?
Yes I would.
The Shadow Man comes when night eats day. He'll come and take your child away. And you might cry, and you might pray. But the Shadow Man comes when night eats day.
Tell me more.
He don't like shine, and he don't like sun. He'll come out the walls when the daylight's done. Snuff out Muddy Grow Alley's lights, then you best run, for the last night of the Shadow Man has begun.
Thanks, I think.
Sounds to me like you're fixin' to go see him. I wouldn't thank me just yet.
I saw candies there on the floor in one of those. Yeah. Oh, hey. Okay.
Even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Come on!
Okay. Was there a way to see? Was there a way to see where your quest is? Because I don't know which light I should be.
Are you the Shadow Man?
I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
What, let Bernard go.
He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage.
Release him now. This is literal kidnapping.
You'd think you'd know not to insult someone who's holding all the cards. Or in this case, children. Besides, you don't have what I need.
Skip the pleasantries. What will you trade for Bernie?
Nothing, you have, child. And I suspect nothing you can bring me.
I'm tougher than I look.
That remains to be seen. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the triplets' war to end.
No offense, but you don't strike me as the peace and flowers type.
Oh, I'm not. I'm the creature that moves in the dark type. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. During war, they are surrounded by greater threats all day long. And so nobody fears the Shadow Man anymore. Life is the greater horror. And they have overindulged, forgotten me. If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you to change that.
You want me to end this war? How?
I don't care how. I don't care about anything even, except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder.
That's just my costume my friend wears, and...
Silence! Don't insult me with your dirty lies. They may work on the living, but you can't deceive the Shadow Man. You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard or any other child I choose to take again. Without peace, there will be no boy, no hope, and you will never see your sister again.
I accept your quest, if only to save my friend.
Come to me when you meet success, but don't take too long, for little Bernard does not have that much time left.
To save Bernard from the wretched Shadow Man, even had to end Threedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task, but she wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.
Perhaps. Okay. So we have a little bit of a problem. I just noticed that my game audio is at 100%, which means that my past bunch of recordings are all probably completely screwed up in the audio department. Gonna go check that. I'll be right back.